Hi, my name's John, Jon. My last name's Drucks, Drucks. And you need to look at my entire Facebook page. It's my book, Change 2014. It follows Change 2013 and Change 2012, because God knows we need change, and we need change now. And it's July 3rd, 2014, the day before the 4th of July, the day before Independence Day, and I believe we've lost our independence. I believe our independence has been taken back by the very evil royals we declared our independence from. And I'm at a 9/11 memorial in Clovis, California, and I believe 9/11 was the event that allowed America to be taken back by the people we declared our independence from. And I not only believe 9/11 was an inside job, I believe it was turned into a royal, Nazi, Masonic, satanic ritual. And it goes with those premeditated oil wars in the name of God that followed 9/11. And we need to look at this right now. Again, I believe we've lost our independence. It's just a matter if they're going to succeed or not. Their plan. I believe we're living out a royal plot to deliver on the promise of a new world order by Skulls and Bones secret society member Bush 41. Hitler promised a new world order, and it goes with Skulls and Bones Bush 41 being the son of Skulls and Bones Prescott Bush, whose banks were shut down for funding the Nazis in World War II. We allowed the son and the grandson of the banker of the Nazis to become our president. What could possibly go wrong? Everything could go wrong. We need to take a little serious look at this, people. I'm telling you. We allowed the son and the grandson of the banker of the Nazis to become our president. And it's all through the royals. Because Skulls and Bones Bushes and Skulls and Bones John Kerry are in the bloodline of the royals from across the pond. Imagine that. The royals and the Nazis have a long courtship, and you need to look to the husband of the queen for that one. That secret husband of the queen. When do you ever hear about him? It's because he's a Nazi. And they changed the royal names to protect the guilty. They changed their names. Because it gets into, are they even the royal family? We need to stand up right now. As you're all out celebrating Independence Day, we're not independent. We're under the rule of the very people we declared our independence from, teamed up with the Nazis, who we defeated in World War II. And I believe we do have a case of payback's our bitch. We're being paid back for declaring our independence, and we're being paid back for defeating the Nazis in World War II, because I believe we were set up to lose World War II, if you really look at this. And actually, they're going to have to rewrite the history books. We did lose World War II. We need to stand up right now. That flag, it's weeping. All these flags representing 9/11 are weeping. We need to stand up for the truth. The truth is the Word of God. The truth and the people seeking it and speaking it are the enemy of this nation, being ruled under secrets and lies. The truth has been turned into a conspiracy theory, usually followed by a chuckle, then a personal attack. The people that are awake and know what's going on are made fun of. You can call me whatever you want, because I believe I'm going to be called right in the end, and then it's too late. Because based on that theory, God's going to become the next enemy, and His Word's going to be the next conspiracy theory. And again, it goes with 9/11 being turned into a royal Nazi Masonic satanic ritual and those premeditated oil wars in the name of God that followed 9/11. And that basically is on fire today. The land of oil is on fire. And it's because we're living a lie. There's a million cases of premeditated first-degree murder tied to 9/11 in the wars now. And we have almost that number of our young men that volunteered for our country. Almost 1 million of them that have been physically and mentally injured, fighting these wars in the name of God. And they come home to the VA scandal. And those are the ones lucky to come home not in false flag draped coffins. Because that's what we have here. We have a false flag. The false flag operation of 9/11. The false flag wars. That's a false flag hanging over America Day. All ruled under secrets and lies, and you better stand up now. Redeclare our independence. Stand for the truth. I believe there is a mass conspiracy and a mass cover-up, includes the mass media, of the destruction of America. I believe we have acts of treason in the highest degree being committed by some of the people in the highest positions in our country. We need to stand up right now. Stand up for the truth on 9/11. Stand up for the truth on the wars. I believe everything that JFK warned us about in his secret society speech over 50 years ago is ruling our nation today. I believe America is living out the JFK story. We didn't stand up for the truth on the assassination of JFK. MLK was assassinated. RFK was assassinated. And everyone needs to look at Reagan was shot shortly into his presidency when Skulls and Bones Bush 41 was the VP. And how Reagan became president was the Iran hostage crisis. And then it was followed under Reagan, under St. Reagan, with Iran-Contra. Then our nation builds Al-Qaeda, creates and builds Al-Qaeda, and they've been the scapegoat. They've been the scapegoat to Sheep Nation ever since. When all else fails, blame Al-Qaeda. Well, I think that card's running out. So now we got ISIS, which actually there's a lot more to ISIS than what we're being told. It goes back to Horus and ISIS and all this BS, all this royal BS from way back when. We're living right now. And it's that Masonic satanic crap. And that's what it is. It's all crap. And you better stand up right now. Stand up for the truth. It's the Word of God. Again, everything that JFK warned us about in his secret society speech, I believe is ruling our nation today. I believe the royal, elite secret societies of the New World Order are ruling our nation today. And I believe the same could be said of JFK's separation of church and state speech. Those royal rulers holding holy books are the kings of cover-up. And I think they're part of the satanic. That's how crazy this all is. The state of this union is pathetic, a direct reflection of the pathological liars ruling it. We're under the rule of the royal family of liars along with the royal war pig bankers. And it goes back to that Prescott Bush story to where his banks were shut down for funding the Nazis. Again, I believe we were set up to lose World War II. We've lost it today. We've lost our independence, the Revolutionary War. Rewrite the history books if we don't stand up. Stand up for the truth. It's the Word of God. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You tell me if that's what the world you're living in today. Wake up. Know your enemy. Take the power back. Those are the words of Rage Against the Machine. They screamed at us over 20 years ago about everything happening to our nation today. This is a plan. Again, and no one can say the New World Order is a conspiracy theory because Skulls and Bones Bush 41 promised it to you, and so did Hitler. And so did a lot of people. It goes back to Constantine the Great in the Roman Empire. And that's the crazy shit we're living in. And excuse my French, as I'm sitting in a French company that supposedly had evidence on 9/11. That's what makes this sick and twisted. Where this 9/11 memorial is, I've been told they had footage of 9/11. And then we sold it off to the French. We need to stand up for the truth now. It's the Word of God. I'm named after JFK. Again, I believe we're living out the JFK story in America today. We didn't stand up for the truth on JFK, so we got 9/11. And now what are we going to get? The Christian Holocaust, the American genocide, because it gets into anyone willing and able to do 9/11's willing and able to do anything and everything, including the end of us. JFK exposed the plot to enslave every man, woman, and child of our nation. And he was assassinated 7 days later. And I believe it was by the royal plotters. I believe if we find the truth on 9/11, we'll have found the truth on JFK. Same royal plot, different day. And the royal plot of enslavement, we're living under it. And I believe if we don't stand up now, death follows enslavement. Control is the name of the royal game. History proves if they can't control, they kill. I believe Lady Di could testify to that, but I believe they killed her after they couldn't control her. Just like JFK, my namesake, just like Joan of Arc, my bloodline. Because that's what people have to understand here. My mother received the message after the assassination of JFK, saying our government was involved, and I believe her message is correct. And my mother's family's been traced back to Joan of Arc. Around 600 years ago, she was told from above that the royal family of England was taking over France, and I believe the same could be said of us today. 600 years. Same royal plot, different day. And I believe it goes back 2014 years ago. I believe the royal plot has us living out the end of the Christian calendar based on the beginning. And yes, I'm saying the people, the evil royal rulers ruling our nation and our world today are the same people that put Jesus on the cross. That's what we have going on here, at least in my book. Because I have a message from above, and it runs in my blood. That's what you need to look at here. Maybe royalty and power and wealth run in their blood. Well, messages from above run in mine. And I believe the message of the Spirit of truth, John 16:13, is the truth of the end. And it's followed with the truth will set us free. Free at last, free at last. The words of MLK. His dream of a black man in the White House is our nightmare. And if anyone believes all of the problems that this nation faces arrived with our current president, what's his name, born in who knows where, they don't even know what the royal, Nazi, Masonic, satanic problem is. And I'm guessing they're the first people to attack me. Call me crazy, call me paranoid. You can call me whatever you want, because I do believe I'm going to be called right in the end, and then it's too late. The truth of the end. What you reap is what you sow. Look that one up, what it says in the Bible about that one, about deception. Because that's what we have here, it's all deception. And the next deception's coming, God. We're not just going to lose our country. We're going to lose our right to freedom of religion, because, again, the goal of a new world order is for one world government, one world currency, and one world religion, and it's theirs. And if you think it's yours, you better think fast. Because when we lose freedom of religion, we'll also lose our freedom to think for ourselves. Think about that one for a minute. And yes, you can sense anger in my voice, and I am. I've reached my end. I've been working on this too damn long. As we just sit back and take it. Bend over and take it. It's time for us to stand up. We have a constitutional duty and responsibility to stand up and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And it's time to stand up now. And no better day to do it than on July 4th. Because I'm not so sure Independence Day, the movie, may not be played out. And if it's not, then it's not when it's going to happen. I should say, it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. And they're going to probably look for a big date. Just like there's more to 9/11. It might even have something to do with Revelation 9/11. And I do believe we're living out chapter 13 of the book of Revelation, which is written by John. And I believe it directly relates to the message I received from above. I believe John 16 represents the truth of my message, and 13 represents chapter 13, the end. Which one do you want to live out? Do you want to stand up for the truth and be the country we're supposed to be? Or do you want to live out the end? I would rather stand up. I would rather die standing for the truth than die bowing down to secrets and lies, because I believe we're going to die. If we don't stand now, we're going to die. I believe we're going to die if we continue to live the 9/11 lie. And all you have to do is take a look at this crazy nation and this crazy world we live in. Take one look at the homepage of Yahoo. Any day. It doesn't matter what day. It's the end. It's because it's all based on secrets and lies. And the truth is the Word of God. And we need to stand up for the truth now. Is Jesus returning sooner or later? If so, I believe that means the people failed the test of time from above. The people failed to stand for the Word of God when they needed it most, and that's in the end. Because again, I do believe we're living out the end of the Christian calendar based on the beginning. We're under the rule of the same people that put Jesus on the cross, that burned Joan of Arc at the stake, that put a bullet in the head of JFK, that blew up the buildings on 9/11, that have committed mass murder in the land of oil. And I believe they're going to commit mass murder in America if they can't control us. Are they just going to cut to the chase and turn us all to ash, just like all those forgotten victims of 9/11? I believe we're living one big secret covered up lie. And it's going to blow up in our face, just like those forgotten buildings on 9/11. And that's why I'm starting my 4th of July celebration at a 9/11 memorial. And again, it might be done by a company that's part of the cover-up of 9/11. An American company sold out to the French. And I just saw some on Yahoo to where Walgreens is going overseas. All our corporations are going overseas. They want to rule your nation, but they don't want to pay for it. And it's the same with these damn royals. And that's why we declared our independence. And you better stand now. Stand for your freedom of speech. Stand for your right to bear arms. Stand for your right to privacy. Stand for your right of freedom of religion. Because if we don't stand now, we won't be standing long. Again, my name's John, Jon. My last name's Drucks, Drucks. You need to look at my entire Facebook page. It's my book, Change 2014. It follows Change 2013 and Change 2012. Because God knows we need change, and we need change now. Peace.